am Chelsea Matthews, a Florida A&M University graduate. I'm currently teaching 6th grade reading at Northwestern Middle School in Jacksonville, Florida through Teach for America, and I own my own business with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Girlpreneurs. Entrepreneurship is an awesome thing, and I can probably credit my success to two things. One being God first and always, and second being personal development. Personal development plays such a huge role in your life and the future that you plan for yourself. Who you hang around, who's in your circle, iron sharpens iron, and the people you're around is going to have an impact on you and who you become. Hanging around certain people, reading certain books helped me develop who I was and who I am. My favorite book of all times is Think Big by Ben Carson, and I can't help but smile when I think about that book because it talks about the struggles he had with learning as a child, and he ultimately became the most successful surgeon, African-American doctor in history. Ben Carson's book, Think Big, John Maxwell's book, How Successful People Think, got me to thinking on what I needed to do to make history. What do I need to do in order to be successful? And I also would like to credit one of my mentors, Shannon Maruli, who as a young girl inspired me to think big in her own way. Thinking big is such a broad term, but it goes to finding what you think and what's most important to you in life. I am 23 years old. I'll be 24 next month in January. And when I think about personal development in my life, I think about two experiences. My experience on the Hill at FAMU and my experience with Mary Kay, that's personal development to its highest degree. When I was at FAMU, I was involved in everything. I surrounded myself by geniuses, I feel, students from all over the world who I learned something different from each of them. I was involved in student government. I studied. I was able to introduce one of my favorite people of all times, Ben Carson, when he came to FAMU. And being that Think Big was my favorite book, he signed that book, and it was that much more important, and it came to life for me. That was probably my most favorite memory at FAMU. After that day, I mean, thinking big was totally not even an option anymore. It was a choice, it was a decision. It was something that I knew that I had to do. I had to take charge of what I wanted to become in my life, and that was my junior year. And by the time my senior year rolled around, I started designing a plan on what I want my future to look like, and made sure that the people were in place and my thoughts were in place and my lifestyle was in place in order to make that success happen. You go to sleep early even when you don't want to. You stay up late when you know you need to. You write out a plan. You write. I have sticky notes all over my house. And FAMU changed my life. It changed my life by the people that I met. It changed my life by the books that I read. And I am now a lifelong learner. So girlpreneurs, I want to encourage you to be lifelong learners. Learn from everyone you can. You can learn something different from so many people and use it to your own advantage. I definitely cannot talk about personal development without mentioning Mary Kay Cosmetics and the personal growth that I found joining this awesome corporation or company. Mary Kay, I say around high school I was introduced to Mary Kay. Went to college, played with Mary Kay, made great extra money on the Hill. But when I came back to Jacksonville and started the career of Mary Kay, it allowed me to blossom with entrepreneurship. Open up out of my shell, talk to strangers, just to approach people and build my professional growth. Far as making sure I'm sharp, hair's intact, makeup's intact, suits intact, and surrounded myself by so many older women who just really molded me into, I want to say, one of the sharpest young women out there. But I definitely would encourage young women to surround yourself by women who you can look at them and know that, oh wow, it's something about her. It's something about her that I want to be like. And so I really embraced Mary Kay for the professional aspect, and monetarily and financially I was able to grow as well.